Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how to make a simple dress, the dress you have seen on the thumbnail. So we're going to making that simple dress, and this dress you can make it under 30 minutes. Now I want to draw your attention to the fabric I'm using. The fabric I'm using is actually smaller than what you're supposed to use. If you're using yours, try and make sure you use 2.5 yards. I'm just using 1.5 yards just because of this video, so make sure you're using 2.5 yards, and you're going to be folding it on the yardage. I have folded on the other side, so if you're folding yours, fold on the yardage. So let's start with the tutorial. So after folding it in 2, you're going to be folding it again into 4, but this time around you're not taking your fabric to the extreme. You're just folding in to accommodate enough to take for the width of your hips, and that's where you're going to be stopping. For this I'm using 38 inches, and this is 9.5, which is okay by me, so that's what I'm going to be using. So remember, you're folding yours on the yardage. That's if you have your 2.5 yards, you fold that 2.5 yards into 4. So I'm going to be making sure the 9.5 I'm using is all way down. Then the next thing you do is to mark out your normal measurement, just as in the same way with making a dress. So I'm going to be taking down the armhole length, which is 9 inches. I'll mark it there. The waist length, which is 17 inches, I'm going to be marking it there. And then the hips is just is not too needed, but you know, I'll just add it. And then the length of the dress. Yeah, once you have this like this, next is to get the shoulder and the neckline. Now the shoulder is 7 inches. I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch to that, which is 7.5, and I will mark it there. Take it down to the armhole depth. Make sure it's equal on the armhole length. Next is to mark the sloping for the shoulder. If you mark the sloping, you're going to be taking it all the way down to the other side. You watch me. So first of all, I get the neck width, which is 3.5. Then I'll connect this, and I will take it to extend it to the other sleeve. So just watch what I'm going to do. You take it to, you know, yeah. So I'm going to be marking in the armhole curve. Next is to get the neck depth. The neck depth for the back, I'm using 1.5. I'm going to connect this like this, and then mark for the front neckline. The neckline, just do any neckline design you want. Next, I have to shape the waist. I'll be coming in 1 inch like that. Connect it and connect to the hip line, and then I'm going to be cutting this out. Pay attention here. I'm not cutting the 4 fabrics. I'm just cutting open one side. Just watch what I'm doing. It's not the 4 fabrics together that I'm cutting. So for the other side of the dress, you know how many inches you want for the wrist. That is what you're going to be dividing by 2, and you mark it there. You have to notch it so that you'll be able to close down that side and leave the wrist open. So wherever the wrist will be, that's what you're going to be cutting. This place you're going to sew it in like that and have the sleeve open like that. So on the other side, we're going to be cutting sleeve for this other side. Dress has one side kimono and one side has sleeve. That's how it is. So that's how you're going to be cutting it. So now let's cut the front neckline. At this stage, you can also make it a canoe neckline, a one side shoulder neckline, anything you want to do. But I'm going to just take down the normal front neckline. So just like you make the normal basic sleeve, I'm going to be making a sleeve, but just one side. So to make the sleeve, you have to come down 5 inches, just the normal way you do your sleeve. Come down 5 inches. Take down the sleeve I'm working with is 14 inches. I'm going to be adding ½ inch for the sewing allowance. So I'm going to be marking that there and take it down. And I'm going to connect these 2 lines diagonally. Make a straight line and divide that by 2. So I can be able to draw in the sleeve head. So I'm coming in down this way and I'm raising it up here. If you haven't seen the video where I make sleeve, I'm going to be dropping that so that you see this in details. So I'll cut this out and join it. Remember, what you're doing in your own case is that you're going to be making your yardage 2.5 yards and you fold by the yardage. So guys, see you in my next video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so you can join part of the Lomzy team. Yeah guys, bye. So go ahead, join yours and sew it. I just did this video. It's a requested video, so I said I will just go ahead and show you guys how to make this. Bye. See you in my next video.